Sing ciao everybody. Welcome back. You're watching Vietnam Steve, and I've got a good one for you today. I've come north in Vietnam to Hill 1050, and this is a famous hill because in February 1979 the Chinese came over the border and they entered Vietnam with a battalion of troops, 2,800 troops, and they wanted to seize this hill, 1050. It's quite high up here, and it oversights the border crossing, which is down at the town nearby, and I can't recite the name for you. And so with 2,800 troops, they entered Vietnam in February 1979 with a view to taking over this hill. Alert that this might have been going to happen. The Vietnamese had stationed a platoon here, and platoon's 20 soldiers, and so for 4 or 5 days and nights those 20 soldiers held off the invading force from China of 2,800. Now it's very foggy up here because I'm a long way up. We've come up in the 4-wheel drives. I'm looking at a lake. The fog's actually come in since I've got here, and of course we've got a military memorial here and a temple further up the hill there that I just came down from. What I'm going to do is film a bit of the area for you and tell you a little bit more about the story. So the casualties were horrendous, but needless to say, this is a proud victory for Vietnam against China, and eventually the Vietnamese sent some reinforcements and had a whole battalion here, but extensive loss of life on both sides. For the Vietnamese, about 109 casualties. For the Chinese, north of 700. So needless to say, here on Hill 1050, we sacrificed 1,000 soldiers. Now, of course, as I've got here, the fog's come in. On the way up, it's a narrow road. We had to stop and get out of the cars and remove rocks from the road so that we could get here. The ladies have brought some fruit and things as respect for the soldiers, and we're going to put it at the memorial here and remember them. Oh, that last step's a killer. So there's a lot of these memorials around Vietnam. This is right up on the China border at Hoang Mo is the border crossing. It's if you're looking at the map, it's to the left of Mong Khai. But this battle here was part of the battle for Mong Khai, where China invaded Vietnam with a view to expanding their land holdings in the north. Needless to say, they were repelled, but not without extensive fighting right across the land here. And it's not that long ago. It's 1979, so that's not long ago. The road here is still being built. We've got a bulldozer there, and this last bit of the road that we've come in on is not surfaced. I think it's the end of the road up here where I go up. I'll go up and turn around and see if I can see the end of the road. So the border crossing down in the little town, probably where we're going to have lunch, was very nice, typical Vietnamese border town, and looked like there was some great food there. This road's hit the end here. If I turn around now, you'll see that there's nothing here. They're about to go through the bush. On the way up here, we went past a lot of workers putting concrete drains down the side of the road. The road's sort of a single lane concrete road coming up here. And even now I'm down near the cars and I can't see that monument. So it's quite cold. I think it's probably about 18 degrees. I'll have a check of that. And you can see I've got the winter woolies on. So the area this is actually in is called Bengleo, and Bengleo, Bienlei, something like that. It's foggy to say the least, but I'm going to go back up to the temple and see what's going on up there. Bengleo is where we've come to. It's a border crossing, and this battle's very, very famous. I do like getting off the beaten track in Vietnam because it's so peaceful. It's quiet out here, it's fresh air, light breeze. I couldn't look up the temperature for you because needless to say there's no cell phone reception out here. We're in the boondocks, and I couldn't hazard a guess, but I'd say it's about 18. We're going to finish up here and then go and have a bit of lunch, and I'll see what the rest of the day brings. Don't know what that fella is, but he's got sharp nails, that's for sure. This fella over here, again. A world gone by. And then round the corner, of course, Buddhist garden. So it was believed this rock here, when you tap on it, the chickens in China die. And so the guys here have come and tapped on it, and it's an old superstition. But that rock was much larger, and when the Chinese invaded here, one of the things they did was put a bomb under that rock and blow it up. So it used to be very high. Now it's just those small relics. But yeah, there's some interesting stories from on the ground in the actual place where the battle was fought. Got some little fruit on this tree. It looks like it's past being ripe, but I'm sure people would eat that if it was ripe. So I'm going to sign off from here. I'll get you some happy shots from the city if I can, but it is very foggy today.
Chỉ có bia Hà Long.
Bia.
Lần nhỏ vệ sinh nữa. Đẹp, đẹp, đẹp. Ngồi ăn chỗ này được ạ. Quá đẹp luôn.
So when it rains, this would be a fairly powerful river down here. As you can see, it would come in over these rocks. This restaurant has these little cabins here, and needless to say, the water coming down here would be very fast. And what we've got is a couple of fish caught down here, ready for the restaurant. What's going on here? Beauty photos.
You and me.
Đi trên em mang đĩa này sang cho đi.
Em ơi có nước lọc không?
Today we have a typical lunch. We have chicken, pork, some sort of spicy salad, boiled spinach, butterfly, pupa, lettuce, beer, wine,
Anh cứ hết cốc này em hết
a lot of food,
Hôm nay có thằng Mai Long
and
nhiều thằng ngu đấy.
of course
Bây giờ là
everything.
ba năm này là hết cốc này.
Spicy, so we have a bit of chili.
Hôm nay tự nhiên có thằng ngu đúng không?
tôi đi tôi cũng buồn.
Tại anh tự chọn đi.
Này.
Mất vui
So we had a fairly large lunch there, and just sitting by the river, still burping up beer, but essentially looks like this water goes into a pipe and goes actually somewhere. But very hospitable people here, and fantastic lunch. We're now at 2 p.m, 2:10, and we're going to go and have coffee somewhere and just relax. But essentially, very much out in the countryside here, and peaceful and quiet. Needless to say, there's a couple of people here had a few beers.
Beautiful girl.
And this is my number one girlfriend. not my wife,
Yeah.
but number one girlfriend.
Number one girlfriend.
So needless to say, it's now the men are telling me they love me. So it's so another day, another border to China. This one is at Huangmo, and this is the entrance to China. Going to take a few happy snaps here. And needless to say, we had a fantastic lunch, and the wildlife here is exquisite. We've got a lady up a tree here, so a few people have had a few beers. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? But this is the gateway to China, and we'll take a couple of happy snaps here. Oh dear, she's just fallen out of the tree. Do not do this at home.
Okay.
We've had
Best friend.
at least 3 beers, best friends, yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to walk across to the China border.
And enjoy Vietnam. China.
China, yeah, we'll find the border.
Border gate, China.
Border gate to China.
Border gate, China.
Yeah. So we'll test out the border gate to China
Okay.
and take a few happy snaps over here. That's it, folks. Okay. That's the border gate to China. A lot of people here taking photos. We've come from the Vietnam side. And Phang Mo border gate to China. Nothing open here. That's all I can say. Happy days. So this road blockage is the border gate, and I seem to have come through that somehow. It's the weekend, and I'm now at whatever this place is, and been up to the border gate there. So looks like it's closed today, but nobody going across to China. But we're very close to China here, and in fact my mobile phone has flicked across and said welcome to China, so clearly I'm very close to China. I've got to go find a WC now, and then we're on our way. But this is another border gate to China. That's it from me today. I've been into the border gate to China. There's nobody here, so I can't get through. Most importantly, WC here, which is a bathroom, and just heading back out of this building now and wrapping up the day. So 10 beers in. Thank you very much for sticking with me. I hope you've enjoyed the border run to China. And going to get in the car now. It's about 2 hours back to Ha Long. So that's it. Stay frosty. And I will see you, if I get back to Ha Long safely. A few people have had a few beers here. In the next one.